Listen closely. In this very moment, your life is about to shift. Everything you've been, everything you are, and everything you'll become comes down to one thing: the conversation you're having with yourself right now. That inner voice, the one telling you what's possible and what's not, is the key to change. Here's something remarkable about your brain. Every thought you have creates a chemical response in your body. Every word you tell yourself builds or breaks neural pathways in your mind. Each morning, when you say, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," you're not just thinking, you're programming your brain to live out that reality. Here's the interesting part: your brain cannot tell the difference between what's real and what you imagine. That means when you shift your thoughts, you literally change your brain. This isn't theory, it's neuroscience. Your thoughts are that powerful. I want to give you a challenge that can reshape your life in just 3 days. 3 days is all it takes to start rewiring your brain for success. But understand, these won't be ordinary days. They'll be days of intentional self talk that challenge the foundation of how you see reality. Most people live on autopilot, letting the past shape the future. They wake up with the same thoughts, feel the same emotions, repeat the same behaviors, and end up with the same results. But you're about to break that cycle. Change your words, and you change your brain. Change your brain, and you change your energy. Change your energy, and you change your life. Every great achievement in history began with someone saying yes to themselves when the world was saying no. Every discovery, invention, or victory started with an inner dialogue that pushed past limitations. The truth is, you're either reinforcing your limits or breaking through them. You're either programming your brain for growth or for more of the same. There's no neutral ground. Your self-talk is either lifting you or holding you down. In these next 3 days, you'll learn how to design your future by directing your inner dialogue. You'll see how speaking to yourself with purpose changes your brain's wiring, shifts your body's chemistry, and transforms your life. This isn't about surface level positivity. This is about rewiring your mind, not temporary motivation, but lasting transformation. It's about moving beyond the limits of your past into endless possibility. Once you apply this, there's no going back to who you used to be. These 3 days will ripple through your awareness and reshape every area of your life. Let's look at what happens in your brain right now. Each morning, within minutes, your mind repeats its usual cycle. You think the same thoughts as yesterday and the day before. These aren't random, they're automatic programs shaping your entire life. Your brain generates around 60 0 to 70 0 thoughts each day. Here's the surprising part: 90% are the same as the day before. You're literally repeating your life through repetitive thinking. And it's not just thoughts. When you tell yourself, "I'm not ready," "I can't afford it," or "I'm not smart enough," your body believes it. Stress chemicals are released, genes express differently, immunity weakens, energy drops, all triggered by your inner words, often without awareness. Every thought creates a chemical. A fearful thought produces stress hormones like cortisol. An angry thought releases others. Your thoughts shape your biology, and your body doesn't know the difference between a real event and one you only imagine. You've unknowingly conditioned yourself to depend on these emotional states, which makes change feel difficult. It's like being addicted to your own emotional chemistry. But your beliefs aren't facts, they're just thoughts repeated so often they've become wired into your brain. "I'm bad with money," "my relationships never last," "I'll never lose weight." These aren't truths, they're reinforced neural patterns. Each time you repeat them, you strengthen the same pathways, like walking the same trail in grass until it becomes fixed. This explains why so many people keep recreating the same outcomes. The same thoughts bring the same emotions, which bring the same experiences. But here's the breakthrough: your brain is adaptable. It's called neuroplasticity. Your brain is always reshaping itself based on what you think and do. That means you're not stuck. You can form new pathways. You can literally think yourself into a new way of being. The mistake most people make is waiting for their outside world to change before changing their inner talk. They want confidence before speaking with confidence, success before thinking like a successful person. But that's backwards. Your outer world reflects your inner dialogue. Right now, yourself. Ak is either programming you for growth or for stagnation. There is no middle ground. Every thought moves you forward or keeps you stuck. Awareness is the first step. You can't change what you don't notice. Once you see the pattern, you can break it. Here's what happens when you begin directing yourself, talk with intention. Neuroscience tells us neurons that fire together wire together. Each thought either strengthens old circuits or creates new ones. When you speak to yourself differently, your brain reorganizes. It's like updating a computer's system, only this computer is your mind. Every empowering statement sends signals that create new pathways. For example, if tomorrow morning you replace "I'm tired" with "I'm energized and ready," you're not just using new words, you're activating new neural networks, changing your brain's chemistry. And your brain doesn't know if it's real or imagined, as long as you feel it strongly. This is why athletes improve simply by visualizing. They're programming their neural circuits through mental rehearsal. The same works for self-talk. When you combine focused words with strong emotion, you're not just changing thoughts. You're teaching your body a new state of being. Scientists call this creating a new neural signature. Every thought is like dropping a pebble into the field of infinite possibilities. The ripples spread outward, drawing similar energy back. This isn't wishful thinking. It's physics. Thoughts are energy, and energy influences matter. When you practice intentional self-talk with feeling, you broadcast a clear energetic signal into the world. That's when you become a creator of your reality, but words alone aren't enough. You must feel the emotion behind them. When thoughts and feelings align, you create coherence. In this state, your brain and heart work together in measurable harmony. And in this harmony, you become a powerful transmitter of new possibilities. So tomorrow, when you say, "I am capable," or "I am worthy," and you truly feel it, you're not just thinking positively, you're rewiring your brain and reshaping your energy. This is why intentional self-talk matters. It's more than replacing negative thoughts. It's about forming a new energetic pattern that becomes your default state. Think of it like tuning into a new radio station. Right now, your brain is tuned to old frequencies shaped by habit. But with consistent emotional self-talk, you retune yourself to frequencies of health, abundance, success, and joy. The more you practice, the stronger they become. The key is consistency and emotion. You can't approach this halfway. You must speak to yourself with such clarity and certainty that your body has no option but to respond. This is how lasting change begins at the cellular level. Remember, every word you tell yourself is either reinforcing your current state or creating a new one. There is no neutral ground. You're either using self-talk to elevate your life or to maintain what already exists. Here is your exact plan for the next 3 days. This is your protocol for transformation, and it must be followed carefully. These 3 days will be unlike any you've lived before, because you'll be fully aware of every word you speak to yourself. Let's start with your morning practice. The moment you open your eyes, before checking your phone, before thinking about problems, before anything else, place your hand on your heart. This simple action signals your body it's time for something new. In this half-awake state, your brain is most open to new programming. For the first 20 minutes of your day, speak to yourself with clear, intentional words. Do not only think them, whisper them softly. Today I break free from my past. Today my new life begins. Every cell in my body is awakening to new possibilities. Feel these words. Let them reach every part of your body. During this time, stay fully focused. If your mind drifts to tasks or problems, bring it back. This isn't meditation, it's active programming. You are laying new neural pathways and creating new mental patterns. In the afternoon, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., your brain enters another receptive state. This is your second opportunity. Find a quiet place, your car, an empty office, or even a private corner, and take 5 minutes to repeat your morning statements. But this time, add movement, walk with purpose, use your arms with intention. Let your body feel the words. Remember, this is not only about shifting thoughts, it's about changing your entire state of being. Throughout the day, you must catch automatic negative self-talk. The moment you hear yourself think I can't, or this is too hard, stop immediately. Replace it with I am capable, or I find solutions easily. Don't allow a single negative thought to pass without challenge. Every word matters. The evening protocol is when reinforcement happens. Between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m., your brain begins processing the day's experiences. Use this window, sit quietly for 15 minutes, hand on your heart, and review your wins, big or small. Speak to yourself with gratitude. Today I created new pathways. Today I moved closer to my new reality. Tomorrow will bring even greater change. Feel these words. This emotional state is vital for reinforcing new neural circuits. These timing windows are critical. Your brain follows natural cycles of openness. By aligning yourself walk with these cycles, you multiply its impact. You are working with your brain's rhythm, not against it. During these days, you must also practice what I call state management, being fully aware of your emotions. If you feel yourself slipping into old patterns, pause, take 3 deep breaths, and remind yourself, I am in the process of transformation. Every moment reinforces my new reality. Carry a small notebook. Whenever you notice negative self-talk, write it down, then record its replacement. This makes the invisible visible. Each night before sleep, review your notes. Speak the new empowering statements one last time, so they become the final thoughts in your mind. Your subconscious will work with them through the night. Remember, these 3 days are not about perfection, they are about direction. You may slip back into old habits, that's normal. The key is to notice faster and redirect immediately. This is full immersion. You are not just changing a few thoughts. You are building a new neural system to support a new reality. Every word you speak during these days either strengthens this structure or feeds the old one. Do not underestimate these windows of time. They are unique opportunities when your brain is most ready for change. Use them completely. These 3 days can reshape your brain's wiring if you stay committed. Now, let's look at what happens in your body when you begin this new pattern. This is not just mental, it's biological. Your body is a chemical system, and your thoughts are the commands. When you create coherence between your heart and brain through intentional self-talk, measurable changes occur. Your heart has its own nervous system, sending more signals to your brain than the other way around. When you place your hand on your heart and speak with power, your heart rhythm becomes more stable and ordered. These signals tell your brain that all is well. In response, stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline decrease, which is why you feel calmer and stronger. As stress chemicals drop, your body produces what can be called the chemicals of possibility: dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins. These are not just feel good chemicals, they signal your genes to express differently. You are literally changing gene expression through self talk. Every cell in your body listens when you affirm, I am powerful, I am capable, I am worthy. You create a cascade of changes. Your cells shift to a new state. They tune themselves to a higher energetic signature. This is why people who master self talk often feel physically different. Their energy, presence, and even expressions change. Over time, your cells begin expecting these new chemical states. They crave the positive instead of the stress driven. This is how deep transformation happens. At the cellular level, energy changes. Low self talk creates low frequency. Empowering self talk raises that frequency. At higher levels, your cells communicate better, repair more effectively, and replicate more efficiently. You are literally upgrading your biology through self talk. Consistency is critical. Each time you catch and replace negative talk, you're not just changing mood, you're reshaping your biology. Reduced stress also boosts your immune system. Without constant stress chemicals, your body can heal, repair, and regenerate. Remember, your body reacts to imagined stress as if it were real. When you say, I can't handle this, your body prepares for danger. But when you say, I can handle this with ease, your body creates resilience. Every thought shifts your biology towards strength or weakness. Here's something important. When you begin this process, your body will resist. You'll feel uncomfortable, even fake. This isn't failure, it's biology. Your body is used to certain chemicals like stress and doubt, and like any addiction, it will demand them. When you replace them with new chemistry, it resists. This resistance is a sign of progress. Think of it like sore muscles after a workout. It means growth. The discomfort you feel is your brain rewiring itself. Old patterns will try to pull you back because they feel familiar. Recognize this for what it is: old programming trying to survive. Every time you resist falling back and stay with your new self talk, you strengthen new pathways. You're building a new brain. The discomfort is temporary. It's the labor of a new self emerging. At first, signs of change may be subtle: better sleep, more energy, deeper breathing. These are early indicators that your self talk is taking root. On day two, doubt may feel strongest. You may feel irritable or tired. This is not failure. It's the old identity breaking down. Push through. Transformation is happening. You'll know progress is real when you start catching negative self talk quickly and redirecting it automatically. That's new programming taking hold. Discomfort fades, but transformation remains. Stay committed, especially when it feels hardest. The urge to return to old patterns is strongest just before breakthrough. Don't let short-term discomfort stop long-term change. This work is not about always feeling good. It's about staying committed to your new dialogue, even when it feels unnatural. That's how permanent pathways are formed. That's how biology shifts. As you transform yourself, Doc, you shift the field of possibilities around you. This is not just personal growth, it's quantum transformation. Relationships will change because you will show up differently. People will respond to your new presence before you even speak. Professionally, opportunities will appear that you once missed. Decisions will come with more clarity, speech with more authority, and leadership with more confidence. Your inner dialogue creates your external reality. Your health will improve too. Less stress means a stronger immune system, deeper rest, and better overall function. Many find standing issues begin to ease. This is not coincidence, it's your new biology in action. Every word you say to yourself sends signals into the quantum field. You become a broadcaster of new frequencies, attracting experiences that match them. Synchronicities appear supportive people, timely opportunities, unexpected openings. This is not luck, it is alignment. Your self-talk doesn't just change your mind, it alters your reality. You're no longer the same person who began this process. Your DNA, energy, and presence shift. You begin to naturally attract new outcomes, and transformation spreads outward. Your change influences others, creating a model for them to shift as well. Real change happens one person at a time, starting with inner dialogue. Right now, you stand at the threshold, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Every moment you delay strengthens old patterns. Tomorrow morning, when you wake, you will face the choice, return to old self-talk, or begin the most important conversation of your life. Here's what to do. The moment you wake, before your feet touch the floor, place your hand on your heart. Take 3 deep breaths and begin. Today I step into my new reality. Today my thoughts shape my future. Today I become who I am meant to be. Don't just repeat these words, feel them. Let them reach every cell. Let go of old stories, limits, and self-doubt. Release them like leaves falling, making space for new growth. Your body is ready, your mind is ready, the field around you is ready, but you must begin. Think of yourself 3 days from now. Think of who you'll be after 3 days of intentional self-talk. Consider how every part of your life will shift when your brain is rewired. Think of the ripple effect into your relationships, health, and future. This is not only about changing thought, it's about changing destiny. It's about stepping into the version of yourself that attracts health, love, success, and abundance. The time is now, not later, not when you feel ready, now. Begin this conversation with yourself today. Let this be the moment you look back on and say, that's when everything changed. That's when I created my new reality. Your new life is waiting. Your new self is calling. Your new reality is ready. All it requires is for you to begin right now. Let's begin.